So I'm gonna let you know two things today. First, does this live up to the hype? Is this worth the high MSRP of $250? And after having a pour today, up to how much would I pay for a second bottle? And number two, after the review, I'm gonna compare this to my number one whiskey of 2023, Old Carter American Whiskey batch number 12, and let you know which one's better. Let's go. Okay. Oh yeah. Welcome to Whiskey Inc. My name is David. Wild Turkey and Russell's Reserve in the last couple of years have released some great premium or limited edition whiskeys, including their Master Keep series, their Single Rickhouse series, the Russell's Reserve 13-year-old batches, and now the Russell's Reserve 15-year-old, the 2024 limited edition whiskey. Most everyone would agree those are some of the best whiskeys released the past couple of years. And everyone loves the whiskey. But everyone also hates one thing about them. And you know what that is? The price. The increasing high price point of those limited edition special releases. And I don't like them either, but it is what it is. And sometimes you have to pay for a great thing. And I'm gonna let you know if this is worth the price of admission. So some of the stats on this: non-chill filtered, its age, it says 15 years old, but it's rumored to be a blend of 75% 15-year-old bourbon and 25% 16-year-old bourbon. Its proof is 117.2, but it's important to note that it does not say barrel proof anywhere. So it is slightly diluted, probably to tone down the oak from the high age. Its mash bill is 75% corn, 13% rye, and 12% malted barley. And as always, too much talking, not enough drinking. Let's get it. Opening ceremonies. Oh yeah. Before I fast forward through my experience to get you the results faster, I'm gonna give you my first impression. First, the nose. This is gonna be good. All right, and the palate. Wow. This is surprising. Well, I'll see you guys in about 5 seconds. All right, I'm back. And now that's a whiskey. That was unbelievable. So nose started out with a bunch of fruit, just raspberries, strawberries, peaches, just ripe fruit, just hitting me all over the place. And then you get some good oak and a creme brulee kind of sweetness. You get that burnt caramel, the burnt sugars, the thick vanilla. And then it finishes it off with a little bit of milk chocolate sweetness at the end. Oh yeah, the fruit, the creme brulee, the milk chocolate. The nose couldn't get off much better. And then I got to the palate. And man, it was better than those. You get a nice oak spice to kick things off. You get none of the dryness, none of the burnt bitterness of the oak. You just get the perfect dark oak. And then after that, you get perfectly like baked, the toasted fruit, right? Like peaches and berries. And then you get the bread savoriness. So I called it a perfectly baked peaches and berries pie. You just get that gooey peach and berries, almost like a jam kind of feel. And then the perfect pie crust to round it all out. If you had a little bit of cinnamon on top with brown sugar, that's the type of spice that you would get. Oh my God. Oh, yeah. Finish, it's long, you get dark cherries, you get dark chocolate, and then you get perfect toasted cinnamon sweetness spice going all the way down from your throat. It's just from the throat to the stomach. It's still there, and it just keeps me begging me to keep drinking more and more. It's as if I took, you know, that cinnamon part of the cinnamon, just take a bunch of it and you lick it. You get the cinnamon, the brown sugar, all gooey and just syrupy and just get the spice, but you get the sweetness. It just sticks to your throat. It just goes down, and it just takes about 2-3 minutes to go down. That's what it feels like. Ugh. Russell's Reserve 15. Man, that was awesome. My experience score for this, remember, experience score is part of my final score, which also includes the allocation, the price, and the style points that I do at the end. But the experience score, just a taste, just for this. I mean, I guess it has to be a high score, but going into this, I wasn't the biggest fan of Russell's Reserve 13. You saw my review. I mean, the experience score was okay. It was good. Obviously, it was great, but it wasn't as high. And it certainly, I said, it didn't really meet the hype. I like it. Obviously, I really like it, but I didn't like it as much as other reviews did. And so going into this one, I was like, I probably won't like it as much. It's only 2 years older. How much could it improve? Man, I was wrong. For the experience score, it's 9.5. Almost perfect bourbon. It's the best thing I tasted this year so far, just by experience score. And man, I don't know if anything can beat it. 9.5 is probably the best score I ever gave any of my reviews. Now, for the allocation score, initially I was gonna give it a low score because it was, everyone wanted it, but then I realized it's actually not too hard to find. I mean, it's easier to find in VTEX or Pappy's, or even to a certain extent, Weller, CYPB, and Single Barrel. For me, it's a 3. It's very hard to find, but especially at MSRP, but it's not too hard to find if you are willing to get a bundle, or if you're willing to pay a little bit over MSRP. So 3, it's very hard to find, but it's not unicorn status. For style points, it's a 9. Top front shelf. Russell's Reserve 15. Don't need to say much more. It has all the rep. I have all the swag. It's up front. Now, I might actually have to keep it inside the shelf because when people come over, they're gonna want to try this, and I kind of want to savor it. I don't think I'm gonna get another bottle anytime soon. And then the price, MSRP is $250. Obviously, that's really hard to find. The resale market here in Southern California is about $400 to $500. So with all that combined, what's my final rating for this Russell's Reserve 15? This one's hard because it was so great, but it's so hard to find, right? Obviously, there's so much demand. The website crashed. Bundles are selling out. Every bundle sells out, and so you have to put in a lot of effort, a lot of time to even get it at a price of, let's say, $300 to $350. So, but you know what? Still a buy. Have on your shelf. It's worth the money. It's one of the few. Think about it. MSRP is $250. Obviously, again, it's if you find it at MSRP, you should buy it. But the hunt is the problem, right? You have to do everything, right? You have to go to a bunch of liquor stores. You have to, be paying attention to Instagram. You have to, or whatever. But it's worth it. This one's worth it. It's absolutely worth it. I think up to even $400, it's worth it. If you could, I don't know about 400. So if you could find it maybe below 350 or 300 with all the hunting that you might do, it's worth it. If you have to buy a bundle that's, let's say, $500, but you get $150 or something else that you probably drink, it's worth it. It's a special one. This is a special one. And yes, I know there's some people that will never pay anything above $50 or $100 for any whiskey. And again, more power to you. I wish I could do that. I wish I had that discipline, but I don't. And for people that don't, like me, this is one of those bottles that's just absolutely special, absolutely beautiful. And you know what? I paid over MSRP, as I said. I can't really mention the price. It's below secondary or the resale market, but it's above MSRP. That's all I'll say. But it's worth every cent. I didn't think I would say that, but this is worth every cent. So yeah, it's a buy. Have on yourself. Okay, the second part of the video, I'm gonna be comparing the Old Carter American Whiskey Batch 12 to the one I just reviewed, Russell's Reserve 15. Opening ceremony number 2. This is a beautiful one as well. So I'm gonna fast forward to my comparison and get you the results right away. I'll see you guys in about 3 seconds. Oh man, having these whiskeys back to back just can't be a better night. Having the Old Carter American Whiskey Batch 12 again, man, brought back good memories. The cinnamon type of sweetness, right? The caramel, the toasted cinnamon, the vanilla cream, just the bread sweetness along with a lot of fruit, just like the Russell's Reserve 15. You get the strawberries, the peaches, the grapes even. And then that favorite note of mine, the coffee bitterness at the end. And so this was a hard choice. I had to go back and forth a lot and I had a great time doing it because this is the two of my favorite whiskeys now of all time. But the winner, Russell's Reserve 15. Just relatively speaking, both were very close. Again, the cinnamon, the creme brulee, the fruits, the coffee bitterness, or even the sweet cinnamon spice at the end. A lot of it was close. But the Old Carter, when I have it back to back, had a lot more of an overwhelming spiciness, like a cinnamon or peppery spiciness that you feel relatively to the Russell's Reserve. And that spice sometimes in the second or third pours kind of overtook or overwhelmed the fruits and the sweetness, while this has the perfect complement of that sweet cinnamon spice to the fruit, the sweet, and even the slight citrus that you get. And so just this is a little bit more balanced. So yeah, I gotta go with the Russell's Reserve 15. That means if I had this last year, this would have been a whiskey of the year. But so it's that good, guys. I didn't think there would be a whiskey that beats this, but here it is, Russell's Reserve 15. All right, thanks for watching. And now to the rules of the giveaway, because I was able to get this because of you guys mentioning to High Proof Liquor here in Fullerton that you guys went there because of me. So the rules are you have to like the video, be a subscriber, and comment #HighProof, and you'll be entered for the drawing. There's other rules. You have to be 21 years older, live in the 48 states, blah, blah, blah. It's all in the description. Please see, because if you don't adhere to every one of those, I can't give you the giveaway. So thank you so much. I really appreciate every one of you guys, and obviously my members, and you guys are the best. So thank you, and I'll see you guys next time.